Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. For today's video, I have the update for the Paper Stash Smash. These are all the things I made in October, and at the end I will show you what we'll be using next. So let's just get into it because there's a million things to show you. I'll get the things out of the way that I already have project share videos on. So these in this corner are the things I made with my scraps from the Simple Vintage Holly Jolly collection. This one here, and as I mentioned in that project share video, I still do have all of those cut apart sheets in the 12 by 12, but I did use some of the scraps, and I also used up a whole chipboard sticker sheet. This is a new one that I got in my Simple Stories mystery box, and I used a lot of the 12 by 12 basics that go with the collection, but I do have some scraps left. But I am starting like my mass craft fair production things, so I'm probably gonna go back to this collection for making things. I'm just not sure what I want to make yet, because I want to also use the ephemera so that I'm not stuck with all the ephemera after having used all the paper, you know. So that's my plan. Oh, but I didn't show you these. I did end up making 4 mini cards with the cover sheet of the card kit, which I also used up the card kit. These are just like, you cut the image of the card out, and I just matted it on one layer of that red foil paper from Michaels, and I didn't do anything to the insides yet. I'm not sure if I will, but I will be making mini envelopes, and I'm going to sell this as a little like mini card bundle at my craft fair. So I did make those that you haven't seen. You saw this junk journal that I made from a greeting card using the Holly Jolly paper, trying not to cough. Didn't work, so I'm gonna have a sip of my coffee. These are the cards I made with the card kit from what I had left after having made a whole mini album with the card kit. So I do have project share on this. So that was Simple Vintage Holly Jolly. Then I moved on to these Michaels paper pads that I had. This one, the pink Parasol. This is the second old, I keep mentioning this, but I'm very proud. It's the second oldest paper pad in my collection, and I am gonna call it done because, do I have it here to show you? Yes. So it was this one here from 2021, and I do have scraps. So these are my scraps here, and I found more scraps because back in the day, in 2021 I guess, I didn't know about like mini albums and scrapbooking. I mean, I heard about it, scrapbooking, but I never did it. I bought these paper pads from Michaels to use with my Cricut. So, and back then, like, because I only had like 2 paper pads, I didn't have storage. So what I would do is when I had scraps, I would put them in a folder that I got from Dollarama. So I went in that folder and I saw I had more of this paper. So I did use those scraps too, but I do have this left, but I'm just going to add it back to that folder because that's a folder I'm going to be using like for junk journaling. It's going to be like my junk journal folder where I keep scraps of collections that, like, they're big enough scraps that I might want to use them for something, but they're not, like, it doesn't make sense for me to keep this in my storage bin, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's the story with that. But really quickly, because I only have a project share on one of these things, which is this Choose Happy landscape album, and I love it I didn't put my stamp on it yet. I love the ribbon. It's just so fun. So I made this whole album, and keep in mind I had already used this paper pad and I still made that whole album. I made a folio, and we're gonna look at this because you haven't seen it yet. So this is a tutorial from Carolina, from Carolina's Crafts. I have made this before on my channel. I think it's called Fall Folio, the one that I did. I actually sold it on my Etsy shop, so I don't have that to show you. But I made this fun little pink version. So I had this cut apart left, and that's what inspired this whole project, because I wanted to do something with it. It says, "A perfect day in every way." I added some enamel dots, glitter enamel dots. Those are from, they were a free gift from Not Too Shabby in one of my, well, in my order from them. And they work perfectly with this collection. These little flowers I made with a Spellbinders die that I shared, the same one I made these flowers with, which I talked about in the project share video. And this is cardstock only. Did I say that? It's made with 110-pound cardstock, so it's very sturdy, and it's magnetized, as you can see. It opens like this. You have space for photos here. This was like the paper I was hoarding from this whole paper pad. It has like little cafes and shops, flower shop, yeah, houses, I guess, and gold foil. But then I was like, okay, you need to use that paper. And I only matted the covers. Yes, the cover, the sides, which look like this, and the back with gold paper from Michaels. Yeah, the cut apart I didn't matte because it was already gold around the rim, so yeah. But back to this. It's a trifold folio, so it opens like so. On this page, this is a perfect place to use those 6x6 cut aparts from the Michaels paper pads. This is a gusseted pocket, so it can fit tons of things, but I just added this Today 4x4 journaling card. I matted it on the white, and I matted everything with 110-pound. I don't think I'd do that next time because it made everything very bulky inside. I would only do like the page construction with the 110-pound, but this I could have done with 65-pound, but anyway. And then I had this scrap, and I just loved the little bows, so I made it into a little journaling card tag shape. So there's the 6x6 cut apart that says "Adventure Awaits," and this folds up like this. We have that fun paper there again. And here, this is holding down the waterfall. This is another one of the 4x6 journaling cards from the paper pad. I made it into a booklet. So you can journal on the front and put your photos inside, or just journal on the whole thing. But that holds this down. So I didn't matte this side because it's already it's already a lot. But I did put the pattern paper because I had it. I just used that everywhere. You could have done like a solid cardstock for these, but I just wanted to use the paper. And then under here you have more of that fun paper. And then it was getting very chunky, so I did not matte these things. Well, I wouldn't have matted anyway because it's just a leftover from the cut apart sheet, but I thought the recipient could either keep it like this or cut each of these and use them elsewhere to decorate the folio. And then I had this scrap, which I thought made a nice size for a photo mat, but I did not matte this one. So those are in there, but as you can see, like, there's so much room in this pocket to add like your extra photos or even like, I don't know, a little notepad or something could go in there. So I put that there to hold the waterfall down. Then I close it and I add these things to hold the flap down. So that's that. Then on this side, this is something, it's part of Carolina's tutorial, but I didn't do it in the last project. I think I used magnets last time, but this is a way, for one, it looks cute and you can add more cut aparts, but also a way to save on magnets. This belly band keeps the flap down when you put things in it, like that. So this is a tag from the cut apart page. I just matted it on the 110-pound cardstock. I added an eyelet. These eyelets, by the way, I get them at Michael's. They're the Fiskars ones. They do not seem to like being added on 110-pound paper because yeah, I kind of get stuck there. It's really in there, but I don't know, I feel like it's not as in as it should be. But anyway, I don't know even why I mentioned that, because who's gonna know. But yeah, seam binding is from my scrap cabin shop. This was the last of this color that I had. It's called Victorian, I believe. And then I also made this was another 4x6 journaling card. It got a stain on it. I think it was like glue or something. I tried to remove it and then I kind of removed the paper. So I added this strip that I had on my desk from the cut apart sheet as well. It was just a strip that said "Love this moment" over and over. But I think it's cute and it looks like it's part of that anyway. So yeah, that's another booklet here. And those things were keeping down this flap here, which you could add more photos to. And then this flap here. And underneath you have diagonal stack pockets. And so inside I put this other tag from the collection that was a banner shape. Same eyelet and seam binding. This cut apart I made into a booklet. It was already that size, so I just left it like that. And then this scrap, which could go either way, could be a photo mat or journaling spot, whatever. And these pockets hold a lot too because they're folded on the sides. So I put that one in the back. This one here doesn't, did I put that there? I don't remember. Maybe like this. It doesn't matter. But yeah. So that's the folio. I love making this project, especially for these 6x6 cut aparts that are like full images that you don't know what to do with. But I will show you other things I made with those. And yeah, it's just really simple cardstock only, but it comes out so cute and so like sturdy. This honestly feels like it's made of chipboard, but I showed you the back right and the sides. So yeah, I made that as well. Then I still had another sheet. Well, I had 3 more of the 6x6 cut aparts because I used one of them in that folio. But then I had these and I thought those would make cute card folios. This tutorial is by Tiffany from Let's Get Scrappy. I'll link it below along with everything else I'm talking about. All I did was mat. So because these are 6x6 card folios, you do cut down like your cut apart a little. And I did mat it with gold. And yeah, this just says some kind of wonderful. Oh, I used a different dye for this because I wanted something more like swoopy. I know there's a word, like a real word for this kind of thing, but yeah, that's also from Spellbinders. It's actually from the journaling card die, the one they made in collaboration with Simple Stories for the Flower Shop collection. I love it. It's just so cute. So I have these flowers there and some of the Pink Fresh gold enamel, no, gold metallic pearls. if I could ever get that right. And then the back, oh, I still had one more sheet of this paper, so I used that for the back on everything. I just love it. So I tied this with some ribbon. This is from Dollarama. And these are just super fun, very simple. I didn't decorate them much because I didn't have like ephemera for this collection, of course, because it was a paper pad. But it opens first like this and then like so. So this is like a fun craft fair item too. It's a card basically, but it's just a little extra, you know, because you can add photos to it, you can add gift cards, money, anything that fits in here. Yeah, so I love this. So in this pocket here, I did a photo mat. These are 4x5 photo mats, so you would have to cut down either one big photo or you could put 2 photos on there. And then the cut apart sheet had a strip of labels, so I just cut them apart and I'm including them in the cards because I didn't want to glue them down because this says thank you, and like, what if you don't want to use this as a thank you card? But I thought I would give the recipient the option anyway. And then this little label, they could put like a picture here, add it on here, write the date or something, or a little message. If it's being used for a birthday card, you could write happy birthday. Just some ideas, throwing them out there. There's that paper on the back, and these are very sturdy as well because you double mat everything. Even though it is also made with 110-pound cardstock, you add more paper to it. And then there's that love this moment strip again, and that was the one thing I had left. Like, I had already made all of these folios and I had this on my desk and I was like, I need to use that somewhere. So I left it as like a little, not necessarily a belly band, but a tuck spot, because if you want to put a big photo here, you could put the photo underneath and you still have a little message. It's kind of like not laying flat, but maybe that's fine because then you have more room to add stuff, I guess. But yeah, then this side has another pocket, but on like a side loading pocket with the same size cut apart. And these are just, this is paper from Michael's, and so is this white paper. Actually, everything's linked below, like I said. I have more to show you, so don't want to spend too much time discussing everything. But yeah, another spot, you could put a photo here too. You could, no, I would not put a photo on the back, that would be weird. Plus, I think I'm going to add my logo stamp here because these will be in my craft fair. I just wanted to have some non-Christmas cards options because people always ask me if I have non-Christmas things, even though it's a Christmas craft fair. Yeah, so that's the first one. I just love this. Wouldn't this be so pretty for a wedding? I just feel like it gives wedding vibes. This one too, because it says this is our story. And I did use different paper. I did the same floral arrangement for all of them because I was like doing this in mass. Oh, that's something I wanted to tell you guys too. These are really fun to make in like assembly style. So I cut all the bases, then I cut all the mats, then I cut all the pattern paper, and then it was super easy because I knew, okay, this goes here, this goes here, and I made all 3 of these like very quickly. And that's including like the die cutting, the gluing, you know. So just thought I would mention that. But yeah, they all have the same back, but the insides are different because I was using actually using the scraps that I found in that folder, so which came in handy because otherwise I would not have had enough like big size for these. These are more of those labels, another thank you, and then this was the other one that said with love. So I put those there. This one looks like this with the, oh, the same strip, like cut apart, but this one has 2 of the strips, so it's a bit wider. Same photo mat here. And then this one says A Lovely Life with this fun bow ribbon. And these 2 labels in this one. And that one looks like this. So yeah, I think these came out super pretty. I love making those, like I said, very easy. Oh, and just very quickly, because you already saw all of these things, the stuff I made with the Bloomsbury paper pad. And this one, I do have more. I have more left than the pink Parasol, because it's newer. Yeah, lots of scraps, actually. And for full size, for the full size, I just have the border strip paper. So I can still make something with this. And this one, yeah, I'm gonna probably leave this out on my desk because I won't be able to put this in my junk journal folder that I was referring to before because the scraps are too big. So yeah, but I did make this 4x5 mini notebook that I have a project share on, and in the same video I shared these notebook covers, which are very fun for craft fair items, and the 2 12x12x6 gift bags that I made from the full-size sheets. So yeah, very excited about what I made with that because I also made so many other projects with this paper pad, and I did say in a video I was going to show that to you just for reference, even though it wasn't part of the paper stash smash, my other things that I'll show you, just so you have an idea like how many things you can make with one paper pad. So let me get those things out. I hope I can find them easily. I almost forgot about this, and this is my favorite thing that I made. This little 3x4 mini notebook. I love it. I think it's my favorite mini notebook so far. So also with the pink Parasol paper, to go back to that, I didn't have anything to put on the front, so I went through my Happy Planner sticker books and I found this, and it was perfect. It says be a little extra today, and this gold behind I punched with a circle punch, and it ended up fitting the sticker perfectly. That's a 2-inch circle punch that I used, and I just glued that down. Some more of those gold pearls. It's a cinch bound, of course, and it opens. Oh, I'll put it down. This is that vellum from, I also used that in the other notebook I made with the Bloomsbury, this colorful vellum, but I used the pink one this time, of course. It just really worked out that the 2 like solid color vellums in there were pink and blue, so that was perfect. But I did add a little sticker from the Happy Planner sticker book because I found it was too plain, and I just liked how this kind of mimicked this greenery that's on this paper. These are the 4x6 note cards cut in half, and you guys have seen these a million times now because I make them every month basically. This tag here, and yeah, I was able to make this with the scraps that I found in that folder. Like, this paper was one of my favorites, and I thought I didn't have any more of it, but then I found some in that folder, so I love it. And I use the same ribbons for the tags that I used on those card folios because I had them stacked next to me, and I was like, those look so cute together. So that was super easy. I love this one. I have a little scrap flip out here, so I put a heart clip on there, And I'm just flipping through this very quickly because I just feel like I talk about these every month. And the tutorial will be linked below as well. It's another one from Carolina, from Carolina's Crafts. So I'll tag here, and I think is there, yeah, one more little scrap that I had on my table. You could journal on there. I put a photo. And yeah, that's the back. I use the border strips for the back. I'm obsessed with this. It's just so cute. Okay, so back to what I was going to show you. Oh, yeah. This is not part of the paper stash smash, but I wanted to show you, even after, like, well, before I started using these two paper pads for the paper stash smash, I had already made 3 laminated, no, not laminated. These are the ones with the vinyl sleeves, so they're a bit bigger. I had made 3. So this one was with the pink Parasol, and I made 2 with the Bloomsbury. And all, like, the notebooks are covered with the paper from that as well. So I have all of those. I was thinking I might go back and update my my traveler's notebooks and put different, I don't know, will I do that? Sounds like a lot of work, and then I'll have scraps. But now, like, knowing what I know now, I would add different kinds of ribbon to peek out the top, not just the seam binding, because it kind of just falls like flat like that. But anyway, yeah, so I was just showing you the Bloomsbury stuff because I have a whole video on this stuff as well, because it was like all Bridgerton theme projects from Country Craft Creations, the New Year's Eve crop that they did last year. And I made a little masquerade mini album that I kind of made like a birthday theme. I made a fan. I forgot how this works. I think you do that or something. I made a paper fan with ribbon. Yeah, I made that. Okay, I actually don't know where that other stuff is, but I made a waterfall folio. I made like a mini album that looks like a purse, and inside, no, it's a box that looks like a purse, and inside there's a mini album that has a journal in it, all with this paper pad. So I'll link that video below as well, so you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I just want to show you like so many projects. Well, not this one. One paper pad. There's just so many options to do fun things with these. So yes, that was everything I made in October for the paper stash smash. My desk is a disaster, and now I'm going to show you what we'll be using next. And I am actually organized this time and already planned, and I even started using some of these things already. So the theme for November is back to 6x6. And at first I was like, oh, I don't have a lot of Christmas 6x6, because as I said, I'm in like craft fair mode right now, and I'm wanting to make like easy, like mass make projects. But then I went through all my bins and pulled out all the 6x6 Christmas. I totally forgot that I had purchased this at Hobby Lobby last time I went. This Yuletide Cheer paper pad. This is 48 sheets. I have already started using it for something fun that I'll show you in an upcoming video. But this paper is so cute. It's kind of retro, but like, is it? I don't know. You tell me. It has like the vintage ornaments going on. Just a quick little flip. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 No, 3. Yeah, there's 3 of each sheet. So, and these are single-sided, but it's working perfectly for me, for my purposes. I think it's so cute. So that's one of them. I already have scraps from when I started last night. I remembered that, well, I didn't remember, I found it when I was going through my stuff, that I had this 6x6 Nutcracker Ballet paper pad from Spellbinders. I have already made a whole mini album with this. But yeah, I had a lot of scraps like this size, and unfortunately they were not big enough for what I'm doing with them now, but it was fine. So I can use the full size sheets anyway. And I still have these chipboard stickers and these ephemera. Some of these ephemera are their like dancing people that they call them, where they have like a hole where you put like a foam circle and the legs move. So I might make cards with those, whatever I have left. But I don't have a lot of the paper, as you can see, because I've already used it. But that's something I want to use up. Then when I saw this in my bin, I was shocked, because if you saw my Michael's hauls recently, I was saying like, oh, it's so cool, they have a vellum mini, like a 6x6 vellum paper pad that matches the paper. They had it last year too. I totally forgot that I even own this, and I haven't used it yet because I counted the sheets and there's still 16, because there's 8 designs, 2 sheets each. And this is perfect for mini notebooks. You guys know I love to put the vellum as a cover sheet. I also just do other things with vellum, like put it in junk journals, and these are just perfect for Christmas. They're very traditional plaids, and this one's fun with all the signs, stripes. So this will be so fun. I'm so glad I found it. I did see it was called vellum and acetate, but there's no acetate in here, unless I didn't count this right. I don't see any acetate. This is all vellum, so I'm confused. But anyway, want to use that up. This is a new one I just recently got from Echo Park, called Christmas Express, and I think I want to make, well, I did have a plan for this, and I brought out the thing to show you, but then I remembered these Echo Park pads have like all these fun cut aparts in them, so now I'm not sure if I should use this for something else. It has 3x3 cut aparts too, because, oh, and even more cut aparts. Okay, because my plan was to make these. I shared this in a video. This was from the Not Too Shabby retreat that they did in the spring of this year, I believe. We made this super fun project, and at the time I was like, this will be perfect for craft fair. So you make a little gift bag. It's very sturdy. It's made with 2 6x6 sheets, and you even use the scraps from the cutoff to make the handles. And then inside you make 4 mini cards. You use the 6x6 to make the envelopes with your envelope punch board. And then inside you have these adorable cards. Oops, they open this way, I forgot. So yeah, I'm obsessed. I was thinking to do the Christmas version, I would use this paper pad, but now I don't know. But I am gonna make these for sure. I'm gonna make more of these. This is the only one I have, and it's not Christmas, so it says live life in full bloom. So yeah, that was my idea that I wanted to show you for that, but now I don't know. If you guys have other ideas, I was thinking also card folios, like the ones I just showed you, the 6x6 ones, but then I don't have 6x6 pages, like full-size image in these Echo Park ones. And then I found these. These were from Michael's last year, and I was going through my bins, like I just said, and all the Michael's things I bought last year that I totally forgot about, and they're so cute. I was like, oh my god, I don't even remember buying this. It's adorable. But anyway, I did buy 2 of the 6x6. This one's Sprinkle Shop. So this could be fun for that idea, for the bag, the mini card gift bag. There are 3x3 cut aparts, and I was looking, thinking I would make the card folios, but this pad also doesn't have this, like the full images. The 6x6 that are in here are all like this, like they don't have any words on them. So I would either like have to put my own sentiment, which is fine, I could totally do that. I mean, we all know how many dice I have. And like this one too. But yeah, look at this paper, is so cute. This one I didn't get in the 12x12 for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, Sprinkle Shop and Holiday Cheers. This one was like the purple and orange one. That was very interesting. Oh, this will be good for what I'm doing right now, because I have something that has orange, and I was like, how am I gonna incorporate orange into Christmas? And it's right here. Like this one I would definitely do a card folio, because that's just so cute. Merry and Bright. Like the colors of this one are just so fun and different. Look at these cut aparts. These could be fun mini cards as well. I don't think they fit in that gift bag though. So that, and then the last one I have is this 6x6 from Doodlebug. This was from their Christmas collection last year, Tinsel Time, and now they don't make 6x6 anymore, but I thought I should use this because it's adorable. It's double-sided and there are cut apart pages. Look at this. Oh my gosh. See, this page in the 12x12 is for their advent calendar, but look, it even comes in this little mini size. Okay, I just had a thought and I was like, no. What if I made a mini advent calendar? Oh my god, that would take forever. But maybe I will, I don't know. So let me know below, what do you guys think? Do you have any suggestions? I know there's tons of videos in our collab itself, because we, like, every so often we come back to the same size, so we already have videos on what to do with 6x6 papers, and there's so many on YouTube as well. So yeah, that's my plan for November of my 6x6s, and maybe some other things that I might bring in. But I hope you guys liked this video. Always check in the description box. Everybody's videos are linked there that are in the collab, and you can just binge all of the fun inspiration that we have for you. So yeah, if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!